What do you think all of this means for the US economy and the outlook for markets?
Well, I think the first, the critical observation for me personally is that all things being equal, and Eugene, as you know, things are never always equal, but we have to use that phrase, all things being equal. You've got a situation where there's a large part of the US banking system is going to be much more conservative, much more risk averse about lending. And so in essence, you're going to see balance sheets contracting and a contraction in credit. And this is really, I think, very, very important. And another thing just to throw into the mix before we move on to the consequences for monetary policy is, of course, everyone is talking about commercial real estate. And unfortunately, there is a huge exposure within the regional and community banks within the exposure to commercial real estate. So this is the next shoe to drop, Eugene, and there's a lot of attention on it. We've been speaking about it, obviously you and I now, for a couple of weeks. The bottom line is the commercial real estate exposure is very, very problematic. And I'm afraid, again, if we look at the general environment for commercial real estate in the United States, it's very, very poor indeed. So therefore, regional and community banks will be even more risk averse in terms of lending moving forward. What does that mean? That means less credit, less lending, means slower economic activity. So I'm afraid I still have the view that we're going to have a recession this year in the United States. And if I had to kind of try and put a bullseye on it, it's going to happen in Q2 or Q3. If it doesn't happen then, I'm almost certain it'll be Q4.